Hello friends, welcome to the Raftar series of RBWM. In Raftar series, we are covering MCQs plus case studies plus numericals. Numericals, RBWM and this accounts, you are having numericals. So we are covering all. In fact, I would suggest join the complete series. Watch the complete series. Okay? Subscribe to the channel. Click on the bell icon so that you get all the updates. Now today also I will be covering the repeated questions from the exam. Watch the complete video. Don't skip in between. Watch it completely. In the end, there are some important questions. The last question, last and the second last. Very important. So watch it till the end. Okay? In fact, see here, this series, RBWM, this Raftar series, will give you complete insights of all the complete subject. Okay? For all the subjects, not only RBWM, for all the subjects. So you can join this. So let's start. Among the below given causes, which of the following doesn't come under the category of challenges faced by the retail banking? So, which of them doesn't come under the category of retail banking? Means challenges faced by retail banking: product appropriateness, inadequacy of MIS, managing the risk, and continuing growth. So which of them are not, doesn't? See, the important question is, you in exam always check what are they asking. Are they asking for what is, or second is what is not? So here the question is what is not, doesn't. Okay? So which is the problem which we are facing generally, which is not the challenge? Product appropriateness, inadequacy of MIS, managing the risk, and continuing growth. Not faced, huh? Not faced. What do you think? Think over it. Okay. Let's discuss this. Okay. First part. Inadequacy of MIS. This problem we always face. Why? Because in MIS, the data required is huge. The more data you get, the more will be useful to you. For example, suppose if in the MIS, I am having the customer name, address, phone number, then where does that person work? Many times the person doesn't fill the things correctly. Are you having a car? Yes. Are you having this? Yes. No. Something means casually many times customer fills this. Okay. So in this case, this always creates a problem for you. And one more point is, you can have the data for the existing customers, but what about the potential customers who are to be the customers? You don't have that. So this is true. But what do you want? You want false. You want doesn't. You want false. Okay? Managing the risk. This is always a problem. You always remember, the thief is always one step ahead of whatever you do. Always. You bring internet banking, the robber will always be one step ahead. You put various layers to it, again the robber will be one step ahead. Because this risk continuously, as you grow, the robber also grows. So managing the risk is always a difficult part. Continuing growth. So that is a main problem nowadays. Why? So much of the competition. Look at the competition. How many banks are there? Nationalized banks, private banks also two types. Old age private banks, new age private banks. Then you have NBFCs. Then you have small finance banks. Then you have cooperative banks. Then you have this post and other payment banks. Online this operators, online lenders are so many. Do you know now many of the lenders, private lenders, are giving the loans at 7%, personal loan at 7% per annum. Where are we? Isn't it? So that's why continuing growth is always the problem. This is never the problem. Why? Product appropriateness is never the problem in any banking. Why? Because when you design the banking system, you first look at what the product is, required product is. Whatever products are not used are immediately bound off in banking. So, product appropriateness is not a challenge, it's a basic element. See this, here we are talking of challenges. This is a basic element. If my product is not correct as per the needs, what's the use? For example, suppose even if right now all the banks are going for this UPI, NEFT. Suppose if I am still under DD concept, then what will happen? My product will be obsolete. Nobody would like to deal with me, isn't it? So product appropriateness is a basic one, basic requirement. It's not a challenge. Okay. Which among the following, among the given, which of the following is correct about the below given statements? Now again, you want correct. As I said, always check what is asked. Are they asking for correct or are they asking for not correct, wrong, whatever it is? So what are they asking for? Look at it. What are the options? Look at this. Assertion means this is a statement. 2.27 lakhs per annum income will lie in the category of mass market. Per annum, if somebody is having the income of 2.27 lakhs, then that person will be under the mass market segment. The reason, person having an income level of 2 to 10 lakhs will come under the category of mass market. Now this is the statement, this is the reason. Now you have to check whether the statement is correct, whether the reason is correct, and whether if both are correct, then whether it is the right reason is right for this statement. So both A and R are correct, and R is a correct explanation of A. A is correct, R is incorrect. A is incorrect, R is correct. A and R are correct, but R is not a correct explanation of A. This is what you have to check now. Think over it, everyone. Try the answer. Yes? 2.27 lakhs. Somebody is having 2.27 lakhs as an income. So that person will lie in which segment? I have taken this some topic or a similar one earlier. Kindly note. So this is right. What about R? The person having the income of 2 to 10 lakhs lies in the mass market category. Yeah, this is also true. Okay, 2 to 10 lakhs is in the mass market category. Okay, there are various categories for this customers. Okay, so mass market is from 2 to 10 lakhs, from 10 lakhs to 50 lakhs. It's a separate category. What are the other categories? Type in the comment section, everyone. What are the other categories? I have taken this earlier in one of the topics. Just 2 days back only I had taken this topic. Yeah, that is known as affluent. Okay, affluent persons. Affluent means those who are those who can create some impact. That is 10 to 15 lakhs. Then you have HNIs later. Then you have super HNIs, ultra HNIs, various categories. There are total 6 to 7 categories. Okay. So, person having the income level of 2 to 10 lakhs comes under the category of mass market. So, both are correct. And R is a correct explanation of A. That is also correct. Okay. Because this 2 to 10 lakhs is the category of mass market, that's why this person is in the mass market. Okay. Which of the following group of banks entered into retail banking activities and then moved out of this segment when they were not able to achieve the business objectives? Which category of banking firstly entered the banking space, retail banking space? Then they said no business after some years and then they were left out. Which was it? Was it foreign banks? Was it public sector, private sector, new private sector? This private and new private means what? These banks came in 1991. HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, all these. After Narsimham Committee, first committee. Okay, these were earlier ones. Karnataka Bank, ING Vaishya. These were existing from earlier. Okay. So, which banks exited? See, the question is exited, moved out. Which banks moved out of the business? Foreign banks. Okay. Foreign banks moved out of the business immediately the day they saw there is no profit. That is the worst thing about the foreign banks. They are here for profits. Okay. They have profit in their minds. So when they entered the business, there was a huge profit. I'll give you an example. Standard Chartered. Stancy was a leader. Standard Chartered, we call it Stancy, short form. So Stancy was a leader in credit card business. Credit card, huge. Credit card and home loans. Home loans. It was a leader just up to 2011-12. This recent 2011-12. They were the leaders in credit card. Nobody had that much credit card business as Stancy. But what happened? The day they saw there's a huge competition coming up, they left it. Same thing home loan. They left the home loan business. They sold it. Left it means what? They sell it. HSBC sold its business to Axis Bank. Okay. Many of the banks, Citibank sold its business to local banks. Whenever they see retail banking or the profits are not enough, they don't go for positioning. See, there is something called as positioning in banking. Positioning. Brand positioning. These guys don't go for brand positioning. They are very clear. Profit, no profit. That's it. Do you like this attitude? Profit or no profit? If it's no profit, I'll leave the business. Type in the comment section. Actually, it's not good because banking is for the customers. Even if you don't have that much profits, you must continue for some time and then you can earn later. Profits are there. We have nationalized banks, huge profits, isn't it? Among the given, which of the following product is also called as tomorrow's product with enormous scope for improvements in changed competitive scenario? Which of them is called as tomorrow's product? Tomorrow. Always remember the product levels there are 4 to 5 product levels. See this, it's given generic, it is not genetic. Generic products. Okay. I'll write it over here. Generic it is called as. Okay. So these are the levels of products. First is generic here. Generic product comes over here. Generic. Before the generic, there is one more product inside. That's called as core. Core product. Okay. Generic, core, then comes generic. From generic comes next one. Expected. Expected. After expected comes augmented. Augmented. And last one is the potential product. This one, last one, potential. Okay. So let me explain you some terms in this. Core product is the basic product. Means, for example, I'll ask you one example. One simple question I'll ask you. We all buy the cooking oil. Cooking oil, right? This cooking oil when you buy, how many of you buy the packaged cooking oil Dhara or this what? Sunflower, this brand, that brand, you buy this? And how many of you buy the cooking oil from your local side doorstep shop? Ghani we call it, Ghani. Ghani is there throughout India. How many of you buy from there? Rarely. We always buy the packaged product. See, core product is same, oil. But we always go for this augmented. Means your this packaging, after sales, all this. This is augmented. Augmented means you add some features to it, to the core product. Let me take one more example. Any doctor nowadays gives it writing, right? If you feel sick, fever, he gives the brand names. Take this, Crocin, take this, that. Some names he gives. That is known as, that is not a generic. But how many of you buy the generic from the green shops nowadays? Green medicine shops we have, no? Generic. How many of you buy from that? Very rarely. Okay. So that is generic. Generic means it has features but no brand name. Everyone goes for brand name nowadays. Everyone likes brand names. Okay. So core product, then generic, then expected. What do people expect from it? After the expectation comes augmented product. These expectations are fulfilled. People want this, I'll give this. People want extra in savings account. Your core product is what? Savings account. Generic product is savings account. Savings. What is the expected product? Something extra. What extra do you want in savings? Fast payments, UPI came. Right? UPI, added feature. I want something additional in this. General insurance, 1 year, free on savings account. Many banks are giving. General insurance is free on many of the savings account for 1 year only. But that is augmented, additional. Car sales, look at the car. Why are Maruti and Tata sold so much in our country? Why? Because there is a garage available near your home. That garage person can immediately make that Maruti car or Tata car. But same thing you buy a BMW, the garage person can't even touch that car. Augmented. Immediate after sales service should be available. So what is the answer for this? The answer is this. Potential. Okay? Potential product. Got it? Next. Banks adopt different models for implementing the retail banking business, and a common strategy for this includes which of the following? So what are the models? Banks adopt different models. What are the models? For retail banking. Now which are the models? Retail banking business. Which are the models? What are the models generally? It is SBU. Okay, SBU. Second is departmental. Departmental. And last one is integrated. Okay. So these are the models adopted by the banks. Various banks have various models. Some private sector banks. In fact, we are having the question on this. Some private sector banks follow this SBU model. Foreign banks follow SBU model. Nationalist banks follow departmental. Small banks, like this, the small finance bank, they follow integrated model. But the question over here is not this. What are the models? Question is, what are the parameters? Common strategy. Common parameters. Is it end-to-end outsourcing, predominant outsourcing, partial outsourcing, and in-house sourcing? Parameters are important. So which bank follows which parameters? Is it A, B, C, D? All of them are correct. Is it so? Or is it only part A is correct, A to C only, B, C and D only, A and D only? Which one is correct over here? Think. Everyone think over it. The answer lies in this also. Just now I gave you the idea. SBU, who does what? Departmental, integrated. You'll find the same answer over here. Think. Think of it. Yeah. The parameters are A to D all. A to D all. This is the answer. A to D all. Why A to D all? How come A to D all? Here. End-to-end outsourcing. It is followed by foreign banks. Foreign banks. So, foreign banks, this will come under this SBU. Or you can follow, I'll write it separately. Foreign banks. Foreign. They will follow A. Okay. Predominant outsourcing. Predominant. This will be followed by private. Indian private banks. Private. You can call it new age private banks. New private. New private will follow B. Partial outsourcing. Old privates. They'll follow this C. And nationalized banks will follow D. They'll follow D. Okay. So these, here again the answer lies over here. See this. SBU is done by these foreign banks, new private banks, departmental nationalized banks, integrated small finance banks. So the answers are similar over here. So the answer is A to D all, and these are the banks who follow these parameters or strategies. Okay. So these banks follow these strategies. Got it? Clear? Next. In the balance sheet of Miss Yugali, there is an entry of deduction of rupees 20,450 under section 80GG. Can you find her that the CA has made this particular entry for which of the following was? So, there is an entry in the balance sheet. You can call it balance sheet or in your own accounts. When you will be filing the income tax returns, CA will make certain entries under certain sections. So the question over here is this 80GG. This 80GG is for what? That is a basic question. 80GG is for what? Interest on savings, house rent, paid, interest on home loan, and pension contributions. So what is it for? Yes, everyone? What is it for? Think over it. Here it's like this. This actually the answer is house rent paid. This is the answer. House rent paid. One second. House rent paid. Okay, so that is the answer. Now the various sections available over here are interest on savings account. So interest on savings account is under the section of 80 TTA. 80 GG is for house rent paid. 80 CCD is for pension contributions. And interest on home loan is under 80 EE. So this mainly is here in exam you will be having the section generally 80 EE. This is important section because this is related to home loan. 80 GG over here. GG. Okay. There is one more TTA. Forget it. That nobody asks you that much. Okay. These two are very important. And the answer is this. House rent paid. This is the answer. 80 GG. Okay. Next one. Among the given, which of the following suggests poor pricing or high direct expenses? This is a question in your branch profitability. Chapter number 3, Module A. Which of the following suggests poor pricing or high direct expenses? Greater ROE. What is ROE? Return on equity. Return on equity. Okay. Lower ROE, again lower return on equity. Greater gross margin. Poor pricing, you want a poor pricing and lower gross margin. Now kindly understand one thing. Gross margin comes from your trading account. Net margin comes from your P&L account. Okay. So here the question is poor pricing. So this is mainly for the customers. Products, you can use this. Suppose if I am a company and I am having lower margin, lower gross margin, it means what? My sales are less here. Gross margin means net sales, gross sales. So poor sales, poor pricing or higher direct expenses. So poor sales, I can see here, when my profits will reduce. If I am having lower sales, number one, lower sales or second is high cost. High cost. In both the cases, I will be having lower margin. So if I am having lower margin, what does it mean? It means that I am having poor pricing, my pricing is not appropriate, or it is high direct expenses, high cost. Okay? In both the cases, I will be getting this lower margin. Got it? The adoption of sourcing model for retail banking business by a bank depends on which of the following factors? Product range, process requirement, technology preparedness, delivery capabilities, and regulatory prescriptions. So the adoption of this sourcing model depends on what? Think over it, everyone. Yes, what is the answer? What are these? What do you mean by these? Let's see one by one. Okay, what do you mean by this? First one. Product range. Is your product range the same which is asked in the markets? People are demanding the same and you are giving the same. That is product range. Right? People are nowadays demanding UPI payment and you are giving DD. Where are we? Isn't it? Process requirement process means how fast your process is. Nowadays the loan segment is where? Only 2 days, 1 day, 2 hours. We are in the hour segment now for processes. If you have still that 15-20 days loan process out, isn't it? Technology preparedness, how fast you are in the technology. What is the latest technology you are having? Are you having AI? Are you having blockchain over here? Delivery capabilities, are you able to deliver? Means, here you mean channels, various channels. Are you with the alternate channels? Are you with physical channels? Both of them. Physical channels means branch, DSA, mobile van is there, no? That banking. Alternate means your internet banking, your app, your mobile banking, your telephone banking, all the ways of reaching the customer. Okay? And regulatory prescriptions, what does RBI say? And are you in accordance with that? Means, is your compliance good? That's the basic question. So it's after all A to E all of them. A to E all. Okay, that is the answer. Because everything depends on all these factors. None of them can be missed out. Okay? Public sector banks for the retail banking business mainly make use of end-to-end outsourcing, partial outsourcing, in-house sourcing and predominantly outsourcing. Just now we saw a similar question. Now this should be easy for you to answer. Yes? Public sector banks. In-house. Just now we saw in-house sourcing. Isn't it? So already we have discussed this. That's why we won't discuss it too much now. Right? In-house sourcing, partial outsourcing. Okay? End-to-end. End-to-end foreign, partial by Indian privates. Public sector. Predominantly outsourcing. Again, Indian privates. Okay? Now before going, let me show you the new batches. Join the crash course ASAP because it has just now started. All the numerical subject, in fact RBWM have started yesterday only. Join the RBWM course immediately. Okay. So complete portion is covered. Numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is covered. So join it ASAP. How to join? See this. Go to Adda 24/7. Always go through the app. In the app, you will be getting 1% extra through the coin systems. So go to Adda 24/7. Okay. Click on JAIIB and CIB, or you can get it directly over here also. See this crash course. On the main page only you will be getting it. Join this crash course. Okay. Ebooks, mock tests, live classes. Ebooks and mock tests are to the level of chapter wise. 4 chapter you are getting. So that many times means you can get it, you can complete the studies, check the knowledge. Okay, join it ASAP. Through classes you will be getting the lectures. Recorded videos are also there. So if you miss out on some day, you can definitely get back. Okay. Never forget the code Y432. Y432. Okay, click on enter. Look at this. You are getting 79% discount plus 1% extra through the app. Never forget the app. That app is the best thing. Download the app first, then purchase. Also, if you want, you can go for the Mahapack. In Mahapack, JAIIB Mahapack is one of the best tools. You get 15 plus batches per subject. 15 plus. Okay? See this. You can go to JAIIB directly. Click on JAIIB Mahapack directly over here. Okay? You will get this Mahapack. You can join this increment Mahapack also, or you can join directly JAIIB Mahapack, this one. Okay? In JAIIB Mahapack, you are getting 15 plus batches per subject. Plus, you are getting ebooks, test series, obviously everything is there. Plus, you get marathons, previous marathons, all of them. Double validity is it right now, 6 months plus 6 months. You buy for 6 months, you get it for 12 months. Okay? So don't miss it. Join this Mahapack. Again, the code is same. Y432. Never forget the code. Y432. This code will give you the maximum discount. Y432. Okay? So never forget the code. This will give you maximum discount also and double validity also in Mahapacks. Okay? Bye.